Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Brad Tragic video. And as you see, it's kind of looks different and trying different ways to record. So I hate that YouTube got rid of Google Hangouts. Or I think you got to pay for it now or some crap. Which no, because you never know if it's going to work anyway. My camera is half a donkey tard anyway. I do have a tripod, and I've been recording videos that way. But I'm lazy and I don't like to set things up. So, yeah. And there's some videos I do have that I haven't uploaded yet. A lot of times I record videos and they're kind of time sensitive, like wrestling stuff. And there you go. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble last night, Royal Rumble 2016. Wow. Huge stuff happening. And tonight's Raw. So by the time I upload this, something may have happened on Raw that's going to be different. So I wanted to do this video, and I did do a prediction video. I don't think I got it uploaded. So, but I can tell you what my predictions were. And the water heater's going to click on. Son of a gun. See, I don't think it's going to show up on the audio. The water heater. But it just annoys the crap out of me. If it does, I apologize. But the Royal Rumble was last night. Roman Reigns was in the final few guys with Dean Ambrose and Triple H. And I mean, I don't have the WWE Network, so I'm going off of what people say, but I'm not gonna like go word for word for verbatim. Basically, who won, what I think about it. And just little bitty tidbits, my comments on them. But I don't think anybody wanted Roman to win. Just maybe kids that watch wrestling. Maybe behind Roman, and that's fine. Kids are going to be kids, and they're going to, but the people who watched wrestling for I don't know how long, it just insults our intelligence when they want to try and force somebody down our throats, and they want us to like a certain person, and the whole point of professional wrestling, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody is actually a promoter out there, and you watch wrestling and you're into wrestling, and you run a show, and you actually have your own, roster of wrestlers that you use to book shows and such like that, is to get them in front of an audience and see which character is going to get over. And WWE doesn't do that anymore. They really just don't. It's kind of like they're going back to the golden age of wrestling, and they're just this guy reminds me of I don't know, like Haku, and like we're going to put him over like this. Or this guy reminds me of Hulk Hogan. I'm going to put him over like this, hence Roman Reigns. And hell no, he's not even close to Hulk Hogan. But it just seems like they're ignoring the WWE universe, whatever. But they're starting to understand what we want and what the fans like. And I think the big thing about that is that the people who love this business and who have watched this for like I don't know how long. And there's people that have stopped watching just because the golden era went away. It got crappy in the early to mid '90s, and then picked up back again in the Attitude Era. But then you got a whole new set of fans who you kind of alienated the old school fans, but you gained a whole new set of fans, and then now you're kind of and then a little bit after that, you kind of got the old school fans back because you had good wrestling with Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Rey Mysterio. You kind of gained some of the old school wrestling fans back. But in the process, kind of lost a lot of your Attitude Era fans. So, and a lot of them are coming back because of the fact that a lot of them either they stopped watching wrestling, which if they did that, they don't know what the hell's going on. But there's a percentage of that Attitude Wrestling era fans that kind of went on just to go start watch ROH and TNA and kind of just stopped watching the WWE. But now they're kind of being forced to go back to WWE because of guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries. I mean, you got people going to NXT that are, Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor, and guys like Hideo Itami, formerly Kenta. I believe he was Kenta in New Japan or whatever the Japan promotion he came from. I think he came from New Japan. But with that being said, the Royal Rumble happened last night, and Triple H won the World Heavyweight Championship, which I kind of hoped that was going to happen, and I think a lot of people knew it was going to happen, but then they started coming up with crazy predictions about, Brock and Roman going to the Royal Rumble, going to WrestleMania, and it's still not like far off. Like it could happen. It seriously still could happen. But the way they have it set up now, it's going to be Brock and Bray Wyatt and Roman and Triple H. Now, here's my thing, and I don't think it'll happen, but they could flip the script on us, and Brock and Triple H could fight at, Fastlane. I don't think it's going to happen because I mean, the one thing people don't remember, and WWE is so dumb like this, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like they want to alienate the people who have watched wrestling for I don't know how long. They they think we forget stuff, and it's like Lesnar has yet to get a rematch for his world title shot. He's never got a rematch, and it's like they think that we're retarded or stupid or whatever. I don't understand. Oh my god, I can't wait. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of irritating because like it's like he's never got a rematch for the world championship that he lost, and he had the match with Brock. Like he had his rematch against Rollins, and he got screwed over by the Undertaker. So technically, it shouldn't really count. He never really got his rematch because he had Rollins beat. So, in all honesty, he should get another shot at the title, but they're not doing it, and they're completely ignoring it, and this is the kind of thing that's like really irritates the fans that have been watching for I don't know how long. They want to insult our intelligence, and it's like back in the day, like if this would happen to anybody else, like they would have gave him a shot on Raw or something like that to, make it worth everybody's while. They could have gave him a shot like a long time ago and had whoever he's wrestling like screw him over again. Instead of having a stupid just brawl and Raw and shit and stuff, whatever. Apologize for the bad words. But instead of having that, little brawl, they could have had Brock face Rollins for the championship on Raw and have Undertaker interfere and cost him the match in a way to where it's a kind of a somewhat a clean finish, but not so much. And it would finally say that, hey, you got your shot, blah blah blah, and move on. But they never did that. So technically, I think Brock still deserves a rematch for the World Championship, and I think he'll get it. But I think it'll probably be at SummerSlam that Roman and Brock will probably rekindle their match again next year. We don't know how long Brock is going to be around, but I think he's still got a couple more years in him before he stops for good. I think he's just in it for the money right now. He's here to get money, and then he'll go on his merry way. I think that he'll probably be around for a couple more years, and then he'll be done. I honestly don't think Brock will stick around. I think he's, and from what I've heard of interviews from Paul Heyman, is that Brock, when he came back, he really wasn't expecting much. He thought the fans wasn't sure how the fans were gonna react to him coming back in 2012, and he was shocked. He was shocked that they liked him coming back because of what happened with other wrestlers trying to come back, like Batista and so forth. That they just weren't very receptive to the fact. But I mean, he came back before Batista, but other people that he heard comments that they would not ever like to see him back in the ring. And I think the biggest thing about it is that I don't think anyone expected to see Brock Lesnar back in the WWE like any time in the future. I don't think anybody expected it to happen because of his success in UFC. Um, so yeah, but Triple H won the World Championship. I'm not against it. I think we all know it's going to be Brock and keep saying Brock. Damn it. We all know it's going to be Triple H and Roman Reigns, and then Brock will take on Bray Wyatt. As far as that, I think we got Sasha and Charlotte's probably going to be at Mania. Other than that, we're still up in the air. WWE's doing a pretty dang good job of keeping us kind of at bay and not giving everything away, which is kind of good. Some people hate it, but then you can't go back on what people have been ranting about is that everything's predictable. It's not predictable, so quit bitching. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it be so unpredictable that you can't predict what's going on, which is what's going on right now, to where you're like, this is crap. They're throwing shit together. No, throwing shit together means unpredictable. And that's what you're implying. And some people are saying that. What you're talking about is unpredictable. And you're calling it that they're just throwing stuff together, which they're not. They have a plan, evidently. It's like this Royal Rumble. They had a plan that what was going to happen. And you saw it start to emerge. And they slowly were like, dropping pieces before the Royal Rumble. And I don't think we got that full picture until the Go Home show. And then people hated it, but they had dropped pieces into place to make the Royal Rumble a good show. People hated the last couple weeks before Royal Rumble, though, but whatever. Like I said, I don't have the WWE Network. I didn't watch the pay-per-view, but I know the results. Kalisto got the U.S. Championship back. I don't understand. I think that they screwed up the whole story here. This is the whole thing. They screwed up the whole story, and I honestly think they're dropping the entire John Cena and insert Kalisto. That's basically I think what they did. Like they just put Kalisto in this spot until John Cena comes back, and then he'll get the championship back. Um, do I think Kalisto's going to do like an open challenge shit on Raw tonight? Probably not. If he does, it'd be the biggest joke ever. I think they should just insert that clause into the U.S. Championship. To be quite honest, I don't know why they wouldn't. I think since that's the most exciting part of the U.S. Championship, they should just put that clause with the U.S. title now that you have to defend it every Monday night on Raw. Kind of make it like the TV Championship in WCW. It was defended almost every single Monday Night Raw or Monday Nitro. And like other shows sometimes too. So they should just do that. Charlotte retained her championship. I don't think anyone had a plausible. I don't think anyone predicted Becky was going to win the championship. And if they did, they're completely stupid because you knew it wasn't going to be Becky. They weren't going to pull the trigger. Like if they were going to do that, then that would have had to meant like Paige is injured, Sasha's completely injured, no other reputable divas able to wrestle at Mania, basically, because you had this storyline. I mean, they had 2 matches, but WWE's not that in depth anymore. Like 2 matches and we're done usually, unless they're going full on with a big ass storyline. And it's not going to happen with Charlotte in the Divas Championship right now because they haven't did anything with the Divas title in order for us to think that they're going to do any long-standing feud with any women. Paige and Charlotte had 2 matches. Becky and Charlotte had, I believe, 1 match. What happened at the last pay-per-view? I think it was Paige and Charlotte, I thought. And then Paige didn't show up on Raw at all. And now she's babyface, which is stupid. So now you're looking probably for Charlotte versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania because she beat Becky and she beat Paige. So now the only likely contender is of the Divas Revolution would be Sasha. And it's funny now though because the first match that everybody was raving and ranting like a lunatic about was Charlotte versus Sasha. As soon as Sasha versus Bayley, and honestly, I haven't seen either of them, so I can't really say much. But as soon as Sasha and Bayley happened, that's the greatest match of all time. Everybody forgot about Charlotte and Becky, and nobody heard Charlotte and Sasha match. Before that, they got rave reviews. Like nobody mentions it anymore. So it's almost like that match was so good that they just forgot Charlotte's match. So I don't know. And the funny thing about it is because some people don't watch NXT. This is going to be fresh, and you put it on a Mania show, and have them go the distance and let them have like a 15-20 minute match at Mania. Hopefully it doesn't bore the audience. Hopefully they can go out there and have an exciting match that gets people going and people enjoy it. If not, who knows, man? They better have a match waiting just in case it does not go over with the fans. Because you never know. I don't know. I honestly think NXT is a different kind of a brand. And honestly, if the women's championship can't be done that way, they're just gonna have to do it differently, And the women's just gonna have to slowly they're gonna have to educate the audience. I mean, basically, these are different wrestlers than what we're accustomed to, so it's gonna be hard to transition from where they came from, um, in terms of the WWE's Divas division, in terms of going where they need to go, and it's just the way it has been, and now we have to train the audience that hey, we got women wrestlers that can actually go now, and save the people who can't go for Monday Night Raw. Like, I mean, no offense to like Cameron and Tamina, but they're probably not going to be able to go like that, like the people from NXT. So you got women who now are going to get overshadowed, and Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, I think, are people that could go. They just never had to, and now they're going to have to because of these women from NXT. And I think it's a different brand of wrestling that Triple H has instilled in the NXT brand, and it's starting to come over onto Raw, which is exactly what the WWE Universe, for the most part, wants. Um, so I think that the new brand of wrestling, I mean, basically, if you want to really be true about it and talk about the Royal Rumble and say the biggest, AJ Styles debuted in the Royal Rumble. Incredible. I loved his music. People are bitching about his music or complaining about his music. Um, I like it. I liked his music. I thought it was awesome. I think, and people were saying that it was gangsta rap. Dude, it's southern rap. So if you want to talk about the whole country, oh, you should have come out the country music because he sounds like a kind of a country boy. No, it makes sense because it's country rap. It's like Big Smo and I don't even know who it is. It sounded kind of like could have been Big Smo. I don't know. Maybe he wrote a song for him. Um, but yeah, it's country rap. It's like hillbilly rap kind of stuff. But you can barely tell though. That's the thing. Like they should have made it. Um, like honestly, I think he should have got Boss of the Sticks from Big Smo and used that as his theme song, um, or something like that, because to make it a little bit known that it's like hillbilly, like rap and stuff like that. Because I think it would have got over more. I think it would have popped big if it was like Boss of the Sticks started popping up, and I think it would have got over more. And he wouldn't have to be a hillbilly. You could just basically say, because I think actually he's from Georgia. I think he's from Georgia or some southern. Where's he from? He's from the South. I'm pretty sure. I thought he's from Georgia. I actually thought he was from Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I thought he's from the South. But so I mean, it makes sense. He's a country boy. So if he did something like the Boston Sticks or something like that, just make it more twangier, and then whatever. I don't mind the theme song. I think it's going to fit him well. I think that after a while, people are going to be like, yeah, that song kicks ass. And I think that when it happens on Raw, people are going to get a different, I think people are going to start to enjoy the song more because they were all like entranced in the Royal Rumble last night, and I don't think people really were able to understand. But I think once he starts talking in the ring and cuts a promo and you know comes out and wrestles and shows them what he's all about, and once they hear him talk more, they're gonna understand, you know, what kind of stuff is going on. But you got these kind of wrestlers coming up. Other than that, whatever. Everything else is just crap. Um, Dean retained the championship, and then you had, I guess, Owens eliminated AJ Styles, so that could set up for that feud at WrestleMania, which would be incredible. It kind of makes me wonder if Owens was like, "Hey, dude, Styles wrestled with me in ROH or all this other stuff," and Owens is starting to stand up for some of the guys in the Indies that could have great matches with him, who are just as good as him. And Sami Zayn is one of those guys who had a hell of a run with Owens and ROH, and I'm thinking maybe Owens is speaking in the ear of Triple H and Vince McMahon and giving them tips on who to bring in. That's what I'm thinking, because it really, I mean, it's like, why would he bring in like a Nakamura and stuff like that? It kind of just makes you wonder, like, somebody's getting Triple H's ear, and maybe it's William Regal. Maybe he's the one that's got Triple H's ear right now and Vince's ear, and telling them, these are the guys. If you're really interested in indie guys, you need to bring this guy in. And it's really funny though that Owens had to go through NXT, and he just did the motions and came through, and he was on the main roster in no time. AJ Styles, they just brought him right up. So it makes me wonder though, like Regal's like, yeah, I know Steen was really good, and you made him go through NXT. There's no point, and AJ did go through the same thing because we know he's talented. You just need to bring him up. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a different style, but whatever. That different style is what you want. You want to just throw him in there, and you want him to learn the style because it's going to be different. But also, you're going to have those guys that, um, I don't know. But basically, Royal Rumble happened last night. I don't have really not much to say about it. But that's basically all. I've already went over 20 minutes. That's a long damn time. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like this video for more content and subscribe. Um, as always, keep rocking and subscribe for more content. It will be coming. Stupid water heater coming on again. Chickens and butt farts. I'll tell you right now. Don't like it. Anyways, Royal Rumble, awesome show. What I heard. Hopefully, I can see it sometime in the future. WWE Network back. But I do follow the results and stuff like that. So I do like I'm a long time fan. So I'm not gonna stop watching wrestling. Um, just yeah, I'll get the network back eventually. But tell me your comments down below. What you thought about the Royal Rumble 2016. A lot of people think it's better than the years before. I don't think I saw last year's, but I saw the couple years before that. Has to be better. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll make more videos later. Later, guys.